Oh, Danielle, well, no, she doesn't have it here. I'd like to call the meeting to order. I apologize to all of you. We are 5 minutes past our starting time, so I do apologize for that. But thank you for coming out in the cold to be here with us. Ms. Raymond, please let the record show that all board members are present, with the exception of Board President Danielle Kincaid. Chief Communications Officer, Mr. Stephen Hall, will introduce students to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Hall.
Thank you, and good evening, board members. We are honored to introduce representatives from Mann Elementary School this evening to lead our Pledge of Allegiance. Please join me in welcoming students Aiden Alexander, DJ Blunt, and Emmy Jones. So Aiden is in second grade, and he personifies Eagle Pride. He has shown admirable growth over the past calendar year in self-regulation, inclusivity, and leadership. DJ is in fourth grade and has achieved exponential growth on Galileo. He grew 163 points in English language arts and 204 points in math. He has utilized a variety of testing strategies to show his very best. And then finally, Emmy is a fifth grader. This year, she was awarded a special honor by our Chief of School Police, Jim Farrell, for showing exemplary effort with academics and behavior during the previous school year. Emmy continues to develop her leadership skills daily and has a bright future, as all students do. If you are a member of the Mann family and you're here to support these students, would you please stand so we can recognize you? Team Mann. At this time, we invite Aiden, DJ, and Emmy as they lead the Pledge of Allegiance. Students, whenever you are ready, and if you're able to stand and join, please do.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job. We will continue with honoring excellence for this evening. The Springfield region of the Missouri Association of Elementary School Principals has selected 3 SPS principals as representatives for the 2024-2025 MAESP Distinguished Principals Program. Angie Carter, Courtney Ellis, and Beth Sambodi, would you please come forward? This program chooses principals who demonstrate leadership that ensures Missouri's children acquire a sound foundation for lifelong learning and achievement. These principals will be recognized during MAESP's annual leadership conference in March. Angie Carter is the principal at Gray Elementary School and has been selected as distinguished principal. Angie has been a principal for many years and is a strong leader with very high expectations. She is a collaborative colleague who is always willing to provide guidance and ideas. She seeks opportunities to serve beyond her own school by mentoring others. Angie continues to build strong, trusting relationships within her school, the district, and across our community. Congratulations, Angie. Courtney Ellis is principal at Mann Elementary School and has been selected as exemplary new principal. She demonstrates an unwavering commitment to excellence and remarkable leadership qualities. She sets high expectations for both students and staff, fostering an environment of achievement and growth. Her positive attitude is contagious, inspiring those around her to approach challenges with both enthusiasm and determination. She is also a collaborative leader who values teamwork, consistency, and seeking opportunities to learn from and work alongside other principals. Her dedication to building strong relationships and her focus on continuous improvement have made a significant impact on the Mann School community and beyond. Let's congratulate Courtney. And finally, Beth Sambodi is an assistant principal at Disney Elementary School, and she has been selected as outstanding assistant principal. She has provided a wealth of resources and support for academics, attendance, and social-emotional development. She is always willing to support other schools and is a confident leader. Beth developed an attendance incentive at Disney that contributed to huge gains in the school's APR. She creates culture-building opportunities that celebrate student success, and she collaborates with her administrative team and teachers. Once again, let's congratulate Beth and the entire team. Let's get a photo with our board and our outstanding principals. Yeah.
Go Eagles.
To conclude our recognitions tonight, we are pleased to honor the January Employee of the Month. This month's recipient is the Coordinator of Access and Opportunity, and his nominator wrote this: "He is the definition of positivity. Each and every day, he comes to work with positive energy that radiates throughout the team and the office. He is very service-oriented, often going down to the Juvenile Justice Center to mentor students. He also assists participants in the Future Educators program. He helps them navigate the journey to become teachers. He is always willing and ready to help and encourage, which ensures that pre-service teachers are success-ready when they begin teaching in our district." Let's watch this video and learn more about Terry Campbell.
For anybody who's come in contact with Terry, if you look up the definition of positivity and enthusiasm in the dictionary, you'll see the picture of Terry.
My name's Terry Campbell. I'm a coordinator with Student Access and Opportunity, and I actually run our Future Educators program for the whole district, which is an amazing program that we're entering year 4 on. And in addition to that, I am also, in my role as Student Access and Opportunity, I do workforce development and I do mentoring as well. Special thing about my role with the district is that I get to support and service not only our students, but also our employees with our workforce development initiatives as far as like recruitment and retention of these employees, which is so vital to the success of our school district, being the largest school district in the state.
He is definitely very service-minded. Definitely, I would call him a servant leader in his role as coordinator. He's always asking, what can I do to serve? What can I do to serve students? And that's something that I think is just so valuable. because you can't teach that. That just comes natural to him.
Servant leadership is, just putting others above yourself. I grew up in a house of service, it's just kind of embedded in my DNA just to be of service to everyone. I think we all have our own challenges in life, but sometimes just being intentional and authentic with who we come across and just letting them know that they are valued and that they are supported. The Juvenile Justice Center piece is really awesome. This is year 2 for me doing the mentoring down there, the Greene County Youth Academy. And with that one there, these are students with Springfield Public Schools that actually are still our students in our system. They just are not able to go back to the schools that they ran due to acts of acting out, whether it be violent or, threats and things that have been made. And these students, and then I also have got clearance to go to the detention center as well, which is an elevated level of just teens, troubled teens that just haven't had the love and support that they need to make the right decisions in their life. And we all need a little pickup and support at times. And I like to be that person. If I can, my goal every day is to at least come across someone and leave a smile on their face. Whether it's me breaking into song sometimes or just me coming over and just giving them some words of encouragement, I feel that if I made that person smile just one time that day, that my job has been done for the day.
Mr. Campbell, would you please come forward?
Come here. I don't really have much to say. Just thankful for my team that I do have, going from Michelle to all of my team, even Dr. Majors as well. Like, there's a lot of ideas that I have in my head that I'm always shooting out to Michelle and my team. And the great thing about that is they never turn me down. They say, might wait a little bit, Terry, but we're going to come back around to that. So just not letting never dim my light and allowing me to be myself and be creative and things like that has really made me blossom even more into the role that I'm in. And the last thing I do want to say is someone very dear to me today sent me a text message this morning, and it simply just said that success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success, because if you love what you're doing, you will be successful. So. I also want to recognize my mother for traveling 3 hours today. And all my friends that came out here today to be here. So I've got a nice group of people here that support me, not just at work, but outside of work. I have a great support team around me. Very blessed for a mother and stepfather like that to make me still feel good at 44 years old.
Congratulations, Mr. Campbell. And that concludes honoring excellence for this evening. Thank you, board members.
Our next agenda item is the approval of the agenda. Our recommended action is that the board approve the agenda as presented. Do I have a motion? Dr. Mahatma Khani made the motion.
Second.
Dr. Sharita Thomas Tate seconded. Any discussion? Coach Provance?
Oh, no discussion.
Oh, what? Oh, okay, let's vote. Well, that's why I was looking at her. Would you like to vote?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, I
They pressed it.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, mine didn't come up.
Mine just popped up, so we're good there.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. Be nice.
You want to? Okay, you got it.
All 6 present voted aye to accept the agenda. We now have time, we've now come to the portion of our meeting where we hear from speakers. The Board of Education welcomes comments about the issues being discussed. The board uses this time in our meeting to listen to the public, but will not comment or engage with the public during this meeting. The board allows for up to 10 speakers per public comment period. The board chair will call on individuals in the order in which they signed up. Substitutions are not permitted. Each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes and will be timed by our board secretary. Comments must be acceptable for a business and family-friendly environment. Inappropriate language, gestures, or personal attacks will not be tolerated. It is inappropriate to address the board about individual students or individual staff members by name in an open meeting. If you have concerns about individuals, these concerns should be addressed through the appropriate administrative supervisors, either in the schools or in the district office. If you have materials that you want to share, please place them in the tray on the podium, and they'll be retrieved and distributed to us at the time of your presentation. Our first speaker this evening is Susan Mann.
Good evening, members of the board. Dr. Lathan, we would first like to express how excited librarians were when you became our leader. We know that you understand the importance of reading and the integral role school librarians hold in connecting our students to the resources they want and need. My name is Susan Mann, and I'm one of 2 current full-time librarians at Parkview High School. And I would like to speak on the nature of librarians' unique knowledge of our school culture, our students' individual needs, and of the collection we curate. I suspect that there are people in this community, and perhaps even in this room, who think that most of what we do is to check out books. And the truth is, okay, we love to check out books. But the bulk of our job is connecting people with resources, finding solutions to problems, and making life work a little better for everyone in our school community. Not all schools have to do some of the things that we have to do at Parkview. Some schools don't provide loaner Chromebooks when students arrive without supplies, but we do. Not every school keeps a spreadsheet on kids with no internet permissions or which kids need to keep their Chromebooks in the library overnight, but we do. At our school, we do these things because our school culture values equitable access, accountability, and learning to do better. Each school has their own culture and expectations, and school librarians help to create and follow the procedures that support them. When you are a school librarian, every student in the school is your student. When your classroom is also a community space, you get to see every student grow up. You learn about their lives at home. You know which kids have lost internet access because a parent lost their job. You help clear the browser so they can complete the FAFSA. You add books to the collection because they cannot read enough Tiffany Jackson, or they love philosophy, or they need a book on net neutrality for their research paper, which was due 3 days ago. We know our kids, and we are their teachers from the first day they walk through our doors. We also anticipate the needs of our entire school community. We text our admins to ask if they remembered to set up a projection screen before the 9th grade class meeting. We remind our colleagues that we can't schedule storm drills during the ACT. We create individualized research lessons for every teacher we collaborate with. And we are the updaters of calendars, the masterminds of spreadsheets, the brainstormers of practices that help make our schools work. Ask our staff, ask our students. We just ask that you don't assume that we can do these things alone. And lastly, I'd like to circle back to books because, yes, we love them. In addition to our many other duties, we build and maintain a collection of resources designed to meet the needs of our own unique school communities. It's what we do. We are librarians, after all. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Susan. Our next speaker is Heather Fan.
Good evening. I'm Heather Fan, one of Parkview High School's 2 full-time librarians since 2019. Having worked in a neighboring district, I was excited to come to Springfield Public Schools, where libraries were so integral that we were supported by a district-level admin team who streamlined expenses with publishing and database vendors and advocated for our school library programs. Each year, the district supports National School Library Month in April, and this year we began a district-wide reading initiative. Thank you. Tonight, I come to you in light of the recent decision to redistribute FTE from the high school libraries to cover the dissolution of the Library Services Department and cutting 3.5 library positions in November. Before approving this plan, please allow me to share from students when asked about their libraries. Reading is the key to figuring out who you are and what makes you happy. What could be more important? A CHS student. In general, the library has always been my safe space. That didn't change when I started going to Parkview this spring. Parkview's library feels like comfort to me. The librarians, Miss Mann and Miss Van, are the best librarians I have ever met, and those aren't empty words. The past librarians I have had seem more interested in quickly checking everyone out instead of interacting with people and recommending books. It is such a pleasure to be helping these two lovely people out as a library worker, a PHS senior. The library is special to me because it has a unique selection of books for all my interests. It also has provided space to reset from stress with different activities. I also enjoy Library Archive Club and the way that it has allowed me to explore Central and its unique history. CHS student. The library to me is a break from the world and a place to exist without the pressure of life. PHS senior. If these student comments aren't enough to encourage you to guide our district to recommit to supporting our libraries, then let me provide some data. And for those of you who know me, you know I love proving a point with numbers. In her 2023 paper, The Power of Full-Time Certified School Librarians in Missouri, Boosting Student Achievement Across Disciplines, Dr. Renee Burris, Department Chair and Associate Professor of Educational Technology and Library Science at the University of Central Missouri, utilized data provided directly from DESE from 2011 to 2009. She concluded, quote, "This new Missouri study and previous studies confirm that school library programs with full-time, certified, highly qualified school librarians have a positive impact on student achievement. I would ask you to consider why we would expect maximum achievement and increase in scores from our students and staff, yet the district is proposing the minimum support of highly qualified librarians for them to do so." Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Heather. Our next speaker is Sarah Gugliotta.
I think Heather put up some things. Do you want them now or? Okay. That's all. Putting it out. Thank you. Good evening, members of the school board and Dr. Lathan. My name is Sarah Gugliotta, and I work with Emily Morris as librarians at Central High School. Tonight, we'd like to shed light on the crucial role that high school librarians play in the education of Springfield students. First, you should know that each of our 10 Springfield High School librarians are certified teachers with master's degrees. And collectively, we hold 199 years of education experience. We could never share all the components of our jobs with you in 3 minutes, but we'd like to provide a sampling of the things SPS high school librarians do on a day-to-day basis to make you aware of how we serve our students and school communities. So here we go, buckle up. We collaborate with teachers to give daily instruction in all content areas. We teach empathy and understanding by adding works to our collection that highlight characters from unique and diverse backgrounds. We teach lessons on the research process, including topic selection, note-taking, summarizing, plagiarism, and citation styles, along with academic honesty and integrity. We read multiple book reviews, state laws, curriculum guides, and poll staff and students before purchasing any library materials. We manage Chromebook issues to the tune of more than 1,000 requests per building per year. Deploy new devices with each refresh cycle. We instruct students and teachers on the integration of technology as well as how to utilize the online databases. We lead multiple student clubs outside of our contract day. We give library orientations for all 6th grade scholars and all 9th graders every year. We fulfill various roles within the IB program. We give book talks and run promotions to encourage students to check out something new. We serve on curriculum committees, advisory committees, guiding coalitions, morale booster teams, site assessment, testing committees, PBIS leadership teams, sunshine committees, and teams in our buildings. We ensure internet access for all for students by checking out hotspots to those who do not have internet at home. We dress up with our students for Spirit Weeks and participate in student activities to make sure they know we care about them. We write grants to secure funding for programming that the district does not fund. We read books aloud and prepare lessons for our SPED classes. We serve as Greene County Deputy Registrars to register first-time voters. We bring in dogs from Pet Therapy of the Ozarks to improve student and staff mental health. We help organize and facilitate district testing required by MSEP 6. We promote Maslow's Gateway Truman books and throw parties for students who read them. We connect students with books they like so they'll love to read. As you can sense from this lengthy list, our high school libraries are the central hubs and hearts of our schools where all students can feel safe and welcome. And our high school librarians are dynamic educators who are essential partners in student success. If SPS wishes to increase literacy and improve ELA scores, it is imperative to keep all high school librarians in their current roles for next year and in the future.
Thank you, Sarah. Our next speaker is Tatiana Stout.
Good evening. My name is Tatiana Stout, and I'm a librarian at Hillcrest High School. I'm here tonight to share concerns I have over recent cuts that were made to staffing within our library department. These cuts, along with the decision to not replace positions lost through attrition, should be carefully reconsidered. In an effort to cover the loss of these librarians, the decision has been made to cut high school staffing ratios, and this reduction will bring our high school libraries down to the bare minimum. Historically, our district has always met or exceeded the recommendations of staffing numbers, but SPS, we're not a bare minimum district. We offer more. Approximately 10 years ago, Hillcrest piloted a one-to-one technology initiative for our students. As our district began to ignite, SPS asked its librarians to do more. We rose to the challenge, expanding our service on the front lines by helping students and staff navigate not only new technology, but an entirely new method of educating our students. In the last 10 years, as technology has evolved, so too has the role of your library media specialists. My librarian partner and I have been working at Hillcrest together for nearly 10 years. In that time, we have seen tremendous positive change. Our library went from an old windowless gym to the amazing showpiece it is now. If you haven't seen it, I want you to come take a look. It's amazing. We spent years writing grants to help improve our space. Our district saw our needs, rallied the community, and passed the bond to offer our students more. Not only did our space receive a renovation, you allowed us to meticulously plan every detail of our new library. SPS, you saw our need, and you gave us more. Our students need us, and they deserve more. More student support, more help finding personalized books, more research help, more open hours, more staff collaboration, more. Many SPS kids have less support than they need. Schools, and especially libraries, make up for so much of that. Fully staffing each library with dedicated, trained, highly capable, and committed librarians means that the hub of the school operates as it's intended to. Librarians want to do, support, and offer each student more. We understand the district needs to make decisions before adopting a new budget. However, reducing staffing in our libraries will directly affect our ability to give each student more. Please consider these concerns. While what we are facing seems daunting, we are reminded that we are not a bare minimum district. We should continue to offer more. Thank you.
Thank you, Tatiana. Our next speaker is Angela Castile.
Good evening. I'm the passionate and retired SPS librarian and coordinator who's written to you 3 times recently. I am very concerned about the announced cuts to our library department. I have enough experience as a teacher and a librarian to know these cuts will hurt the students and teachers in our district. Over 50 years of academic research consistently demonstrates that students reach higher levels of academic achievement when they attend schools with libraries staffed by full-time certified librarians. Opening doors to a successful future in the workforce and higher education is our goal for our students. Since the research shows us a way to almost guarantee this, why are we making personnel cuts to an area where investments are sure to pay off? Our school librarians are valuable. They have a unique, overarching perspective, knowing the students in the building, their teachers, knowing the curriculum for the grades that they serve, and knowing the library collection of resources. They teach, promote reading, and curate a library collection that supports all of the learning happening in their schools. They have support from a dedicated library services office team, but these proposed cuts will also dismantle this support by eliminating the position of library services manager and dedicated administrative assistants. Like the valuable overarching view librarians have of their schools, the library services manager sees the needs of 47 libraries, K through 12 and the choice programs across SPS and responds. She allows our librarians to focus on the students and teachers they serve, not on administrative tasks. She works with purchasing to ensure to get the biggest bang for our buck from our vendors. She works with business services to account for every dollar spent. She works with IT to select and support our students' digital learning resources. She develops professional learning for continued growth in our librarians to ensure that our students have the best age and content appropriate resources possible. These are only 4 of 25 different responsibilities of the library services manager. It's a big job. This leadership position was created in 1985, 40 years ago. The loss of COVID relief funding is not justification for eliminating this position. The budget cutting plan is to divide these responsibilities between 2 curriculum directors and a few librarians. All of these folks already have big jobs, and adding more to their full plates and spreading responsibilities around will result in reduced effectiveness of the services our librarians are able to provide. Students and teachers will be negatively impacted. I urge you to study the personnel cuts that are being planned to the library department and the librarians and the office staff. Please ask the administration to find other cost-saving measures instead. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Our next speaker is David Stoker.
My name is David Stoker. I'm the founder of Better Life and Recovery, a nonprofit established in 2012 to support individuals in Springfield facing mental health and substance use challenges. As a Springfield resident for over 2 decades, I've witnessed firsthand the profound impact mental health and substance use issues have on our community. I've also observed the difficulties our residents face in accessing the services and support they need. This has driven us to explore innovative solutions that provide comprehensive, accessible care to those who need it most. We believe the acquisition of Robertson Elementary School creates a unique and ideal opportunity to establish the Springfield Greene County Healing Hub, a centralized location that will serve as a beacon of hope and healing for our community. The Healing Hub will provide an integrated, collaborative approach to behavioral health care, bringing together a variety of local organizations under one roof to offer essential services, such as mental health and substance use counseling, peer support, family therapy, support groups, housing and employee assistance, access to addiction and mental health medications, as well as prevention education. The Healing Hub will ensure that youth, individuals, and families receive the holistic care they need to thrive while creating a welcoming and supportive environment for all who seek assistance. Robertson Elementary School offers an ideal layout for this vision, with ample classroom spaces that can be converted into office suites, group rooms, and event spaces. The school's library will be converted into a community center that will house a library, computer lab, and a family-friendly space for activities and events. Cafeteria will serve as a venue for larger events and trainings with an attached commercial kitchen to prepare meals for these occasions. We've already secured commitments from local organizations to be a part of this project, including the Springfield Recovery Community Center, Family Therapy of the Ozarks, Good Dads, Housing Authority of Springfield, AIDS Project of the Ozarks, NAMI, Dr. Kurt Bravada and his team from Citizens Memorial Hospital, Ozark Compass Counseling, Recovery Outreach Services, PFLAG, New Beginning Sanctuary, Clean Sweep, Eternal Redemption Church, the Missouri Continuing Education Consortium, Recovery Coalition of the Ozarks, and the Missouri Credentialing Board. In line with our commitment to community engagement, we'll dedicate a community room with the Healing Hub for use by Robertson neighborhood and surrounding areas for events, trainings, and celebrations. We also plan to enhance the outdoor space, making the playground and green space available for community use, and future plans to develop a park on the property. As you consider the future of Robertson Elementary School, we ask that you keep in mind the transformative impact the Springfield Greene County Healing Hub will have on students, families, and residents of Springfield and surrounding areas. This initiative will not only improve access to essential services, but it will also foster a stronger, healthier, and more resilient community. Thank you for your time and consideration as you decide which Robertson proposal best supports Springfield students and their families.
Thank you, David. Our next speaker is Landon Franz.
Somebody check the speaker.
I'm sorry, what? Okay, my microphone, can you not hear me? Very little. Well, I'll move it up closer. Thanks for letting me know. Somebody else said that, and I thought, well, I had it on. So I apologize if people missed anything. Our next speaker is Landon Franz. Thank you. I don't see anyone coming up in terms of Mr. Franz, so we'll move on to Jeffrey Pettibone.
Good evening. I'm Jeffrey Pettibone, the MSTA president for Springfield. I want to begin by expressing my gratitude to Dr. Lathan and the board for the decision to pay hourly employees during recent snow days. This thoughtful action reflects a deep understanding of the financial challenges faced by many of our employees and is greatly appreciated. At the same time, our organization continues to advocate for the reinstatement of annualized pay for hourly employees. While understand that auditors recommended the district to discontinue this practice as a safeguard against overpayment in cases where individuals might not complete their full allotted time, I believe this concern can be managed without abandoning a practice that benefits so many. I would like to know what was the total amount of losses that were caused by this practice that prompted auditors to make this recommendation. Annualized pay provides hourly employees with a steady and predictable income they can count on throughout the year. Without it, inconsistency creates an unnecessary burden on employees who are already managing tight budgets among some of our lowest paid employees. While we are fortunate to have Dr. Lathan's commitment to ensuring hourly employees are paid during snow days, this reliance raises a critical question. Will this continue as we transition to AMI? What happens if Dr. Lathan leaves the district? Who will safeguard our hourly employees and ensure that they are treated with the same level of care and consideration? Reinstating annualized pay would eliminate this uncertainty, providing a sustainable and equitable solution that safeguards financial stability for all hourly employees, regardless of future leadership changes. It's also important to note that most districts across the state have retained annualized pay, demonstrating its viability as a policy and a practice. On a personal note, I understand how difficult it can be to save money effectively. By asking hourly employees to set aside a portion of their income each month to make it through the summer, we're placing an additional burden on individuals who may already be struggling. On another topic, additional reductions affecting positions that have direct student contact, such as high school librarians that we've heard from tonight, I can't say it any better than they already have. We will continue to advocate and strongly advocate for budget cuts that do not impact individuals who play a critical role in supporting students directly. In schools with student populations exceeding 1,500, expecting one person to adequately support all of those needs is not sustainable. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Moving on to our consent agenda. There are minutes, KCOB reports, personnel, treasurer reports, and the board policies we've had for review since our December meeting. Our recommended action is that the board approve consent agenda items 4.01 through 4.05.
I make a motion to vote for consent agenda at this time.
Okay, we have a motion from Board Member McCoskey to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
A second by Dr. Sharita Thomas Tate. Any discussion? Let's vote. Thank you. The motion passes with 6 affirmative votes and President Danielle Kincaid absent. Item 5.2023, bond project updates and actions. Mr. Dilday. And thank you very much to your crew to get out and let us know whether or not we're having snow days.
It was nice having an early decision. I heard that a lot across the district.
I heard that as well. Thank you.
Thank you. This evening is before you the bond changeover and agreements. This is a board action item and bring it to you for approval for this evening. And I'm here to answer any questions if there is any.
I move to approve the change orders and agreements as presented.
I'll second that, please.
Board Member Thomas Tate made the motion to approve. Board Member McCoskey seconded. Discussion? Let's vote. Item 5.01, change orders and agreements. Our recommended action is that the board approve the change orders and agreements as presented. Do I have a motion? Did I just do that? Well, I was reading up above. Sorry. Let me move to the next page. Now we have a report from the administration. Stop it.
Good afternoon, board members. Happy New Year to everyone. We're looking forward to the Tournament of Champions this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Want to wish Central and Parkview, say best wishes to those teams as they'll be participating in the competition. It kicks off on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. at Great Southern Bank Arena. So please come out and support not only our local teams, but the other 8 teams that are traveling in from across the country. Also, we launched Where is the Bus? It's a new program that allows parents to track their child being on the bus in real time. So we're excited that we were able to launch that. And so stay tuned for additional information. Also, just want to say thank you again to the feedback that we continue to receive as we move forward with right-sizing our district and making difficult changes moving forward. We said this back in November and December again, we were very blessed to receive federal dollars over the past several years to help enhance some of our programming. But we've also been discussing since 2021 that we would have to make some tough decisions. We will make sure our schools have the resources that they need to support our students. So continue to work with us and allow us to roll out our plan and share that information as needed as we go complete the remainder of this school year. But once again, we're very thankful that people are engaged and in tune to what's happening in Springfield Public Schools. That concludes my announcements.
Thank you, Dr. Lathan. Comments from the Board of Education?
If I
Board Member
may,
McCoskey?
I know this is a contentious topic again about annualized pay, but I want to say that, of course, I would support annualized pay. However, I think it's very important to communicate to those that choose that they would like to return to annualized pay that, to the credit of Dr. Lathan and her administration, they've made considerable concessions and created a number of opportunities where those that are no longer on annualized pay have the potential to actually earn more income beyond what they receive with annualized pay. I know there's several topics or programs that the staff has actually encouraged those that moved away from annualized pay, and there are stories out there that and testimonies to this extent that some of those that moved away from annualized pay had no knowledge of the added effort to help increase their rate of pay, but they didn't know it. And being in a human resource profession, it's always a challenge to get everybody the information, especially when you send them stuff and they don't read it. And then human resources is the one that gets the blame. I kind of feel that it is somewhat like this for Dr. Lathan and the administration. With that said, I would encourage those that still want annualized pay that please communicate with Dr. Lathan and her staff to learn what it is and how it is that you can actually earn more income during the summer months and the different plans that are available through banking systems and that can help you manage through your financial status. And so with that said, I mean, again, I would be for annualized pay. However, there are programs available that you can benefit greater in income if you just reach out, learn, and participate. That's all I got to say about that. Thank you.
Thank you. Other comments? Board Member Provance?
Steve, I think you hit it absolutely correct. A lot of times it is not that we want to take someone's income and spread it out over 12 months and make a smaller income per month. What we really want to do is give them more money. We want to try to provide a way that they can take care of their families. I know that we've had summer employment through the schools, which doesn't necessarily always fit someone's skill set. But going through our great partner with PenMac, going through PenMac allows our school employees to get a job that would really fit their skill set, their hours that they want to do. And giving someone more money over 12 months is better than giving 9 months' salary stretched out over 12. I appreciate the help when you consider that you have made contacts with banks, wherever you might bank, that you could go in and that bank is willing to sit down and set something up for you. I am thankful of what your HR department will do to help staff basically annualize their own pay. And then, a credit union. There are a lot of resources in the community, and it is not that we want to do less for them, it's we want to do more for them on an hourly wage. And Steve, your point about other job opportunities in the evening hours through activities and working the gate at an athletic event, let's say, those are opportunities during the school year that they can make more money. So I want to thank you. I know that this is, it's still in the public eye. I don't want you to think that we don't look at someone with compassion and empathy, but I think that we need to look at the big picture, solve it, and move on. Thank you.
Thank you. Other board member comments? Dr. Thomas Tate.
I want to thank the librarians for coming out tonight and all those who support our libraries. I believe that in a different life, I would have been a librarian if I didn't choose the career that I have in speech-language pathology. Most folks know that I am a lover of books and a fierce advocate for literacy. And I really, really appreciate the work that our librarians do. With that said, we are balancing very tough conditions with regards to having to cut our budget. And I truly believe all of the positions, I could make an argument for all of the positions that were cut. They're all important, and we don't want to have to get rid of anybody. So given all the resources that our librarians have, I highly encourage our librarians to contact our state representatives and make sure that we get more funding for public schools.
Thank you, Dr. Thomas Tate. Other comments? I will say that I too appreciate everything everyone said. I think Board Member McCoskey said it well in terms of educating employees and making sure that they know what their options are. And it's not lost on any of us that any kind of a change can create angst and uncertainty with any employee. So that is understandable. I too will echo what Dr. Thomas Tate said in terms of our librarians and our library media specialists. I think when you truly look at what they do, and we heard from them tonight, it is a tremendously not only important job, but it has a lot of depth and breadth to it. So I truly appreciate the fact that they came and shared what their concerns are. We are always here to listen to that and to listen closely. Mr. Dilday, I will thank you again and your crew for getting out. And so if we don't have a snow day and you think we should have, he's the one to call because it's his crew that makes the decision. But it is a lot of responsibility to make that call. And I will tell you overwhelmingly, there is strong support for when we can give people advance notice the night before. They really appreciate that. It's not always easily done. Sometimes the snow hits at 3 in the morning, and so you do have to get out then. But my opinion, very strongly, is the right decisions were made this past week. So thank you for that. And thank you to Buildings and Grounds and everybody that gets out and takes care of our parking lots and our sidewalks to make it safe for people to come back into the building when it's time. So we appreciate that. I would like to ask, in light of the conversation about annualized pay and sometimes some either misunderstandings or miscommunication or just not having enough information yet, Dr. Lathan and her team have planned yet another opportunity for employees that have been impacted to come in and learn about what the options are and how this can truly be of benefit. Dr. Lathan, if you wouldn't mind talking a little bit about that, please.
Sure. We shared information, I believe, last Friday with the board that the payroll department, Ms. Stasel and her team have set up scheduled a workshop for February the 6th. We'll be pushing that information out, and so employees can sign up for a time to receive one-on-one assistance of how to go through and contact, setting up through, so it'll go to a bank. So actually, they don't even have to go to the bank, Ms. Provence, they can actually work with our team. And so that first workshop is scheduled for February the 6th. We'll also, in the month of February, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Range, be passing out the information for summer work. That information will be available. And so once again, that information, and so I'm asking our union leaders to pass that information and share it on with those employees. We'll, of course, send the information out through the latest, and we'll ask our building principals to also share. But there's another step. If other people can help us and communicate that information out, we would highly appreciate it.
Thank you. And one more comment from me. Thank you all up here at the board table for your patience with me this evening. I do appreciate that. Dr. Lathan's a good coach sitting here with me. And so thank you all for coming out again on a very cold night. Double it, right? Got it. Thank you. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Mahad Makani seconded Board Member McCoskey's motion. Do we have a vote? Let's vote. Mine's not coming up. Is yours? Okay, let's just do a roll call vote here. Mine's not coming up either. Did it? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's vote. Thank you. Okay. We have 6 affirmative votes to adjourn. Thank you all very, very much.